everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this RPG session of 10 Candles, where a few of us got together to role play this horror-based game. Now, before we get started and I jump into the session, I wanted to talk to you about the content. It is an adult-themed game, and while most of the content on my channel is family-friendly, and I do rate my channel as 18 plus. I wanted to bring special attention to this because the game itself lends to adult themes in both violence, horror, and other content. In this game, you will encounter things of a sexual nature, though they are consensual. There's no uh, rape or anything of that nature. I wanted to raise this to your attention in case it's something that offended you so that you can turn it off now. So I provided this warning. Um, this thoughts in this, the gameplay is obviously for fun and is role playing and does not reflect the actual beliefs of the people playing the game. It is a horror survival game that leads to death. So with that said, let's get on with the game session, and you have been warned. All right, we are recording now, so we're good to go. Our final episode. So as it turns out, this is going to be broken down into, I think, maybe 3 or 4 episodes, because what you may not realize is the first episode was an hour and a half, and then the second episode after we came back was 2 hours and 45 minutes. so this took longer than I thought it would. But anyway, we're here for the finale, so it's pretty cool. All right, where we left off, you guys were on the plane. I think Mac, you and I believe Raven were fixing a fuel leak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just gotten outside.
The plane was closed up and ready for takeoff. The fire marshal, or I keep saying fire marshal, the air marshal on the plane told Steven that he was going to plug him right, at some point. And I think that's where we're at after the big brawl over the guy's wife on the plane.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of settled down, and I think Steven's got a one handcuff on. Cuffed to the chair.
I believe that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah. Or actually probably more like one of those zip tie things to the chair. You know, like the ones that people carry nowadays. So let us begin. Did we do, I don't recall, did we do our truths already? I think we did.
We did do the truths. That's why there's another fuel leak.
That's right. Okay, so I got to lean over here and get I forgot my paper on that. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll know if we did the truths if there's 2 truths.
There are not. Yeah, there are not 2 truths. It's the last one was.
I gotta ask David, why didn't you want the plane to take off?
Oh, I don't remember. It was I guess to add an interesting aspect to the story or something like that. Because I wasn't really sure. I thought you guys were like there was something wrong with me. You know, you're like Steven's not doing so well. So like there's something not right with them, you know.
That was created through the truths we did.
Yeah, so we actually have to create 2 truths for this scene then, because I don't think that we did that.
We did not create the truths. I just looked. We had 3 from the last time. One of them was the leak.
Who triggered the ending of the last scene, though?
I believe it was Steven, who That's one of the reasons he ended up handcuffed to the. No, wait, you flattened the guy. It was.
Yeah,
I think it might have
hit him with
been
the back.
you, Chris, with the fuel leak thing. I'd have to go
Oh,
back and
no.
look, but let's just go there because I think that sounds
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are. The world is dark, and you're still alive.
And I am outside with
No, you were not outside. You were in
inside,
the
in
back
the-
of the plane in
in
like
back of the plane.
one
back
of
to
those.
the plane.
Mhm.
The world is dark and it's full of terror.
Something is going to climb through a window.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Great.
Nothing like people helping us.
It's getting late in the game. I can't do that.
All right. Then it goes to you, David, for the last one.
Oh, it does not go to you then, huh? Okay. Well, Stephen will be released from his seat. The air marshal will cut him loose.
Okay. All right. Those are our truths. You're still alive. That's the good thing. All right.
2 candles up.
2 candles left. You're in the plane. Describe the scene to me. Paul, go. What is Angus Mac doing?
Well, where am I now? Because like I said, last thing we were
You and I are together.
we
You and I
were fixing. Is the fuel leak fixed?
No, you failed it. I think that's what drove this. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I don't think you
don't
succeeded at fix. I believe you did fix the leak. I'm trying to remember that. I thought you did.
Well, are those dice that are on the screen now, were those from the previous roll?
These. I doubt it because we never did just two truths. So something failed,
I'm not sure
and
where
then
we're
we
at.
came to the new scene. Anyway, it's a good place to start. So we'll just go on as we'll say that there's enough. You guys took care of the fuel leak enough for the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
So I reassure everyone that. Oh, let's see. He's just said something's coming through the window.
You don't know that.
Well, then, with me coming back, I reassure that we're good to go.
So you come back into the cabin and tell everybody you're good to go.
Yeah, hey, we got this dialed in. We're ready to go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm right behind you.
All right. So the
nothing
air
really
marshal comes back
changed.
and sits next to Stephen.
Great.
And nothing's really changed since Stephen was handcuffed for me, so I don't.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
So I'm just gonna explain I'm gonna talk to the air marshal and let him know, like, hey, I'm really sorry, man. I'm completely distraught on this whole thing. I'm not, there's just so much stuff going on. I just had a snapped there. So I'm just trying to regain my composure. If I just leave me alone for a few minutes here so I can regain my composure.
All right. I would say that'd be a roll, but since one of your truths is he's going to cut you loose, here's how we'll play that. It's going to be a roll. He's going to cut you loose regardless. The question is, does he cut you loose with something else happening or not? That sound reasonable?
Sure. Here we go.
Oh
no.
wow!
No, you succeeded.
You got it.
Oh,
Dave.
You got it. So,
that is a success. Okay.
Yeah, he leans over and says, "All right, man, just be cool. I don't want any trouble out of you. I'm gonna plug you."
Okay. All right.
He likes using that word. He wants
Yeah.
to plug somebody.
Yeah, he needs to plug something. And he takes this.
Yeah.
You see him take out a little pocket knife, and he cuts the
All right.
band holding you to the seat.
Okay. Well,
and
I'm
then
just going to behave gonna behave myself here for a little bit.
That guy must be. He's got to be from one of those red states, huh?
He's from Texas.
Yes.
All right. So, word gets to the captain and everything's good to go. The plane starts to back out. You feel some relief, like, oh my God, you're going to get out of here. You're going to Hawaii, right? Plane starts to back out. Let's see. Okay, I got it. Where are you all sitting in the cabin?
I'm in first class where I belong.
Okay, you go pop into a first class seat.
I'm far in the. Well, I'm assuming I didn't go very far after coming out of the back side, so I'm kind of near the back still.
Okay.
I'm over by. I'm on like the kind of like the window rows, like the seats over window, probably like a few rows back from the two old ladies, and and kind of like the opposite side of the plane of the husband and wife.
Okay. The opposite side. Got it.
Yeah.
Angus, Mac, where are you on the plane?
I'm near the rear, looking over everybody, making sure everybody's staying cool.
Okay.
Trying to. Well, I still have the pipe, so I have a pipe and my floodlight. So nothing came up when I shined the light over everybody.
No.
Nobody like.
I don't think so.
Nope. There's no crazy creatures in the plane at this moment in time.
Okay. So I want to keep my back to something. I don't want to leave myself vulnerable. That's my positioning.
Okay. Keep your back to like a wall or a window, perhaps.
No, not a window.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No, those are never safe. Come on.
All right.
Of course they are.
So the first thing you notice, and I'm going to say this would be probably Steven and Mac, notice that one of the old ladies up near the front is looking out the window, and the two women are chattering to each other. One of them turns and says, I think we've forgotten somebody. There's somebody out there. What do you do?
Karen? So Steven and me? Steven and who?
You guys notice this because of where you're
Yeah.
positioned in the cabin.
Oh boy. And I hear them say that they think that they've lost somebody. I'm gonna look out the window and see if I could see anything to see if they're, because if they were looking out the window saying I think we forgot somebody, I'm gonna look and see if I can see what they see.
Okay.
And I assist with the light out the next window.
Okay. Great. I'm not going to make you roll for this one.
How big is the flight crew, by the way?
How big is the flight crew? It's the captain by himself, no co-pilot,
Oh, okay.
and one
thought it was-
flight attendant.
Thought it was
We'll
co-pilot.
say his name is Jamie. It's a guy.
Okay.
Okay. And
correct.
as the plane is backing out, you look out the window, and you're pretty sure that you see off a little distance, even though it's really rainy and it's not very bright out there. You're pretty sure you see Karen standing there looking at you up at the plane.
Mhm.
Oh, great.
And just as you're really zoning in on that and making sure, is that who I think it is? This big bright light comes out from one of the windows, hits her, and she's gone.
Like just fades away, explodes.
Well, as the light passes over, just not there.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay, the plane continues to back out.
And I yell, she's one of them. She is
Yeah.
Who?
the darkness.
The old lady's a who? Do you know who that is?
Didn't I
She's the damned.
Yeah.
keep her away from the plane to begin with?
Didn't you?
No,
what?
she was on the helicopter.
She was on the
Yeah,
helicopter.
She was devouring the helicopter.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what she did in the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
She did something in the helicopter. But we just know that it was bad because the helicopter crashed right after she was in there.
Is she the savior?
The way she's acting, no.
The
I'm gonna ask.
what?
I'm gonna ask. I will ask the old ladies if they know who that is.
No, it looks like some poor woman. We're leaving her behind. We should stop and get out and help her, says one of the old ladies.
I don't think.
And
that's a
then
good
you
idea.
hear, of course, Mac going, "She's one of them. She's one of them. She's one of the creatures," right? Whatever that means. And now everybody hears this.
Now we're gonna have a mass panic on the plane.
Right? What did I just do?
I'm gonna come up to like where the rest of the group is highly congregated. Like, what are we supposed to do now? We can't. It doesn't seem like we're taking off anywhere.
No, you are. You're starting to back out and head toward the tarmac. I don't know. Did you share, Stephen, the information you got about going to Hawaii?
I don't remember if I don't remember if I did. I thought that was. I think that we were talking in general, and they were saying where we were going.
Okay. So Raven is saying, what now? Where are we going? We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're doing.
So I would say we're supposed to be going to Hawaii. And that's what the plane says. It's probably, I would say, probably a good space to go. It's far away from here.
Yes, but okay.
I don't know. With all this stuff that's going on, I want to be as far away from this mess as possible.
Right.
I don't want to be here.
You and me too, man. I'm starting to lose it. I can't keep up with this anymore.
Yeah, I hear you.
So when does the something coming through the window come into play?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Son of a bitch.
Is the air marshal still seated next to me?
Now he's looking out. He would have gotten up to look out the window and see what everybody's trying to look at. So he's like in front of you, looking out the window, like went around, because there's only a few of you on the plane. There's not that many people.
Okay.
There's a very couple of the old ladies, you guys, the flight attendant and the pilot.
I should have asked this before I said anything. Can you remind me what happened with Karen on the helicopter?
The last thing you saw was something started happening inside the helicopter. You heard a commotion. There was gunfire. And you believe you saw Karen at the edge of the helicopter. She smiled at all of you and then faded back into the back. At that point, the helicopter tilted, smashed into the ground, and the blades broke off and went flying everywhere.
Because we were still in the tram.
You were still tram. Yeah, you were in the tram at the time. Yeah.
So I'm going to look out the first class window.
You see a big floodlight panning back and forth. You're pretty sure you know where that comes from. It's Mac's weird umbrella floodlight thing that he built.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
And the plane is moving. It's not stopped. It's still getting and starting to get ready to taxi. It backs completely out and then starts to move forward. And you hear a voice come on, a woman's voice come on and say, "Passengers, please take your seats and put your seatbelts on immediately. We're preparing for takeoff."
There's no woman on board.
There's no woman on board.
We don't know. We don't know that.
I did a full search.
I asked that question.
Who's the woman?
I must have missed something then.
Jamie, who's up at the front, first class, looks very surprised by that. And then looks at you, Gavin, and says, "I don't know who that is."
I pull out my gun.
Okay.
Do we recognize the voice? Can we tell if it's
you want? Okay, yeah. You want to recognize the voice?
I don't know.
Sounds like you're gonna try.
I want to roll. Can I roll on my?
How do you roll?
Find some dice. Can I find some? All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
Hey,
it's Karen. That was Karen's voice. You're sure of it? You're sure of it?
Oh my God. Mr. Marshall, you gotta find that woman, and she's bad news. I'm familiar with this woman. I know. You gotta stop her. I know we're not on the best of terms, Mr. Marshall. You just had me strapped down. I swear I'm behaving myself. I'm like, but you need to find her. You need to stop her. I don't know why she's saying we're going somewhere, but I don't want to go where she's going.
I don't want to go to her Hawaii.
Right.
All right. Well,
okay.
are you trying to convince him to do something?
Yeah, I need to tell the marshal you have to go and find where you're familiar with where the voices come from. Like wherever the radio thing is, you need to go and you need to stop her because she's bad news.
Do I
Okay,
only
you're gonna
do I
convince
get
him to go
anything else
check it
out
out.
of this roll?
Yeah.
I mean, is that it?
Wow, you guys are
Okay.
getting so lucky.
Wow.
He goes, yeah, absolutely. You see him. He gets out of the seat. He unholsters his gun and heads toward the front of the plane.
Well, I'm up there already, so
Yep.
I'm gonna look around as well. I'm gonna check on the captain.
Okay, you see the actual flight attendant, Jamie. He's standing there, looking at holding the little PA mic, looking at it oddly. He goes, I don't know who that is, but we do need to take our seats. So he goes on. He says, yes, please be seated. Be calm. Please put your seatbelts on. We have to take off. I want to make sure everybody's safe.
Be calm.
That's what he says, even though he doesn't sound calm.
His voice is cracking.
Whatever, dude. And Raven's gonna sit down as close to the front as possible now because he doesn't know nobody knows where that voice is coming from, and he's at the back of the plane. So I'm gonna be at the front as much as possible.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the first class area,
Yeah,
where the marshal went. Okay, so the marshal went up there. You get up there, and Gavin is already there. His gun drawn, and he's listening to Jamie, but heading toward where the pilot, the closed door of the pilots are, cockpit.
I'll follow with my light shown.
Okay. So everybody's heading toward.
I want
the
to shed
first
some
class
light
cabin.
on this subject.
I'm staying in the back. I'm not going to try and bring any more attention to myself. I've already kind of made a bad scene before, and Steven is feeling a little bit still. He's still panicking, but he's also not wanting to get everybody excited and jump on him in the regular, because we're in just a regular coach class. So I just want to. At this point, I'm not sure what I want to do, so I'm just going to stay put.
Okay. Sterling, or rather Gavin, the door to the pilots, the cockpit is closed.
Mm-hmm.
And those are quite secure.
Ask the attendant to open it.
He said, I can't open it. He gets on the PA and switches a channel and says, Captain Jensen, are you there? You hear some kind of static. He's listening to something. And he says, yeah, he says he's okay. He tells you.
But all we hear is static.
No, because he was on his headset system, and he's talking to the captain. So you could hear that he was having some kind of dialogue, but you couldn't hear what the other side was.
Okay, so we don't know. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He said, yeah, Captain Jensen says he's okay. He said he'll open the door as soon as you get airborne. Because you're already in motion.
Do we dare and double check his claim and go in there? If we can somehow.
I mean,
because
you know how hard it is to get in those cabins, the cockpit there. It's not an easy thing to do.
Well, now you got me saying it. The air marshal would have keys.
Does he?
He would, yeah.
Somebody would have to have the keys.
Come on. You would know that.
Aside from the captain.
Yeah, the air marshal says, I don't have any keys.
Come on, that's bullshit.
I don't have any keys. Let's see. Jamie says, I have keys, but I'm not supposed to open this unless I'm authorized or told to do so.
Who has the most authority on this plane?
The captain.
Of our group. Of the four of us.
Of the four of you, I guess it would be Gavin, who is already claimed to be Homeland Security. So.
I would say,
but the air marshal has the authority too.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want there? Do you want the air marshal to demand that the cabin be open, the door be open?
I would like to see what we can do, because
Jamie says, fine. I'll open it. And he goes up and starts messing with his keys, and he opens the cabin and or the cockpit door, and you look in and you see the plane taxiing, and you see the captain in there sitting in his chair. He looks up at you guys, got his headset on. Looks like he's about ready to take this plane off.
Crap. Well, that was a waste.
You hear a voice over the PA system. Please, passengers, have a seat and put your seatbelts on for safety. And you see Jamie, like, he literally drops the PA thing he's holding in his hands. He's like, I don't know what that is.
I mean, so I had a thought for a second.
You see what happens when you bang the wrong woman?
I had a
It's
thought for
all
a
Steve's
second
fault.
that she could be good, but now no, I don't know. No, I mean, she trying to take us to the light or the darkness.
Okay, you see the Captain
No.
Jensen. Captain Jensen leans up and he's tapping some instrument. There's a flashing light. And he goes, hey, we seem to be losing some pressure in the back bay area where the food service is. And he's like talking to Jamie, mostly, the flight attendant. It seems like we're losing, like something might be open, maybe a door or window that isn't closed all the way. Something's not closed. And you think perhaps it was when you were doing the fuel line or something like that.
You can't get off the plane.
Well, hey, you know me. Let's go check it out.
So what do? You start heading back?
I grab Jamie.
Okay.
And ask him,
What are you
should
doing?
should
Why are
we
you
go check
grabbing me?
that?
What are you doing?
Well,
He
I
pulls.
don't grab him. I get his get his attention and ask him if we should
Corral
go
him.
check that out.
Okay, you want him to go with you to check out the disembodied voices speaking over the PA, right?
No, the pressure,
The pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
air pressure.
Do you want to convince him? He doesn't look like he's. Actually, he would. Let's say he goes with you. He will go with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He gets a little flashlight off just in case. He's got a little flashlight, holding it like it's a weapon, but it's just a little one of those cabin flashlights.
I mean, because I got this.
Yeah. And they start to head back. Okay, Raven and Gavin, you're still up in the front.
And he opened up the door, and that's how we saw the captain. Just
Yeah,
sitting there.
and you saw the captain. He doesn't look like he's weird or unusual or anything. He was tapping the instrument and saying, "We're losing some air pressure in the back of the plane."
Did he look
Where the
concerned at all?
galley is.
Yeah, I
mean-
would agree. Did he look concerned?
He did. That's why he asked if he wanted someone to go check it out.
So they're going to check.
And he motions to the air marshal to come sit in the co-pilot's chair. He says, I might need some help. Can you come sit here? I'll tell you what to do. So the air marshal goes and sits down, holsters his gun, goes and sits down.
What do you want us to do, Captain? Because, I mean, what would you do in this situation?
He said, I'm not staying here. I'm taking off. So if you all could go check on what's causing the air pressure to have the seals to have some kind of problem. There's something open. If you could find it and make sure it's shut, that would be great.
Like a window.
Like a window or something.
Fine. I will go.
Okay. Steven, there's a commotion up on the front. You hear a lot of dialogue. You also heard the person over the PA. The family, the woman and the man and their kids are just huddled in a corner. They're just terrified. They're all seat belted in. They got their blankets around them. They don't know what's going on. The two old ladies have buckled in and they're sitting there terrified.
They don't have that hero factor.
What do?
I'm going to call out to Karen and say, Karen, what do you want? Because I know if I recognize the voice, like, Karen, what do you want from us?
Okay. One of the old ladies looks back at you. Who's Karen? I'm not Karen. My name's Gloria.
Don't worry about it.
Gloria.
So are you going to? Okay, you say, Karen. Karen, what are you doing? You don't get an answer.
Yeah. Oh, great.
As I said on Saturday.
Okay.
Why did I hear Donald Trump's voice? Just going
I
over the.
clicked on something while I was clicking on it, and it came up of Trump.
Okay.
She's morphed her voice. Great.
I'm not touching this.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I'm going to walk away from that. Okay.
Let's redirect.
I'm just, I'm gonna, at this point, boy, oh boy, I'm seeing that the old ladies, I call out to Karen, I don't get a response. Do I see the group going towards the back of the plane?
So you do now that you're saying that, you see Gavin come out from first class with the flight attendant on his heels. The flight attendant looks very determined. He's got a teeny little flashlight held up like he's going to either flash it at somebody or kill somebody with it.
What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on here.
I tell him we're losing. We got an air pressure leak in the back here. So
Air's getting in.
Get it. Yeah, we got to figure
Air's
it out.
getting in. So we have this voice that's. I'm like, we just heard Karen's voice on the radio, and now we're having pressure. I'm like, she's on this plane?
Okay, the plane is now starting to lift off. It's not comfortable because none of you are seated. A couple of you are not seated. You start to lose your balance a little bit, Paul, as the plane is taking off.
Oh my gosh.
So do we hear any air leak?
You're up in the front still. You and
Raven.
Yeah,
but it would be pretty obvious as you're going to get some level of vortex or some type of movement in air rushing out as the plane increases its speed.
Yes, if you're in the right place, you would absolutely notice that. Paul, you're on mute. Are you following Raven or Gavin? Are you following? Gavin. Are you following Mac back to the back of the plane?
Yeah, I am, because that's gonna. They need to keep. Someone needs to instruct the pilot to keep it at a lower level. Otherwise, we're gonna have a depressurization problem.
Oh, he's aware of that, but he says we're not getting to Hawaii flying low levels. You got to go fix. Someone's got to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he doesn't say Hawaii. He said Colorado.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Anyway, so we better.
I don't hear that.
No, you didn't.
No,
Only Raven and Gavin heard him say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Angus, you need to come fix this.
Oh yeah, I'm already on the move.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's way ahead of you. Actually, Gavin is about to head to the back right now with the flight attendant. You guys are a little bit behind him. Steven is saying, "Hey, what? Where you go? What's going on? Did you hear Karen's voice?" I mean, he's talking to you guys as you go by. I don't know if you respond to him or not.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
That was Karen.
We got so much going on.
We were told to go help with the window or the air leak.
I've got some air pressure problems. So I gotta check that out too. I mean, I'm trying to stay weary of everything, but
what air leak?
Okay,
the captain said there was air pressure leak in the back.
I mean, that's what they said.
You get to that part in the back where there's 2 restrooms, right, on each side, and then just behind that would be the galley. And you're on mute again.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking on my stream.
Oh, okay. You get to that point. There's a restroom on each side, and then there's the galley where he said this was a problem. The pilot. You hear a whistling sound of air, pretty loud. Now, I'm no plane expert, so we're winging it here, but that's what you hear.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything?
Where's the duct tape?
Yeah, I was going to say, are there any boards or anything we can maybe fit over the hole that I can see?
I need to make a MacGyver roll, something I can.
You
find
can. You don't see any boards necessarily. So think about it. You're in a galley.
Yeah, something styrofoam or something.
Yeah, there's stuff. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And when you look over at the galley door in the back, the window is cracked like spider webbed, and there's this little hole, not very big, but just big enough to cause a problem.
Yeah, I'll suck your soul out.
All right. So am I back there yet?
You are all back there now.
Okay, so I'm going to check both the bathrooms.
Okay.
Back there too?
You're checking the bathrooms. What are you looking for?
To see that they're empty.
Okay. Yeah. At a glance, unless you want to make a roll for it, where you might discover something more, they are empty.
Yeah, I guess I want to make a roll for it.
Okay.
Boy.
Wow.
Success. They are empty.
Wow.
All right.
Damn it. We use
Gavin.
that roll for something else.
What are you going to do? You're going to try and rig something together with
Can't
Raven?
win them all.
Who's going to guide this action? You want to put something together to block the window? Yes?
Yeah.
It's
If,
Gavin, right?
Gavin? I'm sorry, Mac or
Yeah.
Raven?
Yeah.
I was gonna say if he wasn't gonna take the initiative, I was-
MacGyvering it up. Well, he said.
Okay,
Gavin,
you guys
so
are
it's
helping
fine,
each
that's
other?
fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's bound to happen. Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna give you guys another chance on this because it would have made a difference in the roll if Raven led the roll because of this. I will roll that die if you want to lead this, Raven. That's your hope die. You got hope. You got hope, buddy.
Yeah.
You want to be recognized by society.
Yeah.
I do. I want. Go for it.
No.
Some bitch, so close.
All right. You guys are trying to figure out. You're all back there with the exception of Steven.
All my
your-
MacGyvering shit, I failed.
Your jury rigging. You're trying to put stuff up in the window. You're trying to do all this stuff.
What was
and
the
the scene
Saturday
ends.
Night Live character? Maybe that's my name instead.
The scene ends. The last candle goes out. Or the second to last candle, rather, goes out. We're going to lose this die. Wait, actually, Raven, or before that goes out, do you have anything to reroll with?
MacGruber, that's my name. Maybe my name's MacGruber.
No, because the only thing I have left is my brink.
Your brink. Oh, and you would have had to lead that to get this die in there. So it is done. All right. Well, good news is there's one die, so you can use your brink now. Okay, so here's what happened. The scene ends. This is where you're all at. You guys are fully airborne now. The plane is bouncing as it's getting elevation. There's air messing with it. You're trying to stuff things in the window. You hear this voice come on the PA. You didn't take your seat. The plane goes momentarily dark. You hear screaming all over the plane. When the lights come back on, just they flicker and they come back on. The two old ladies are gone.
Fuck, you didn't take your seat.
You see the family
didn't
still there,
take your
huddled
seat.
together. The only one that sees this, you guys heard it in the back, but the only one that sees this is Steven.
Steven, yeah.
But you all heard the voice telling you didn't take your seats.
Whoa. This is not good.
And we're down to one truth. So, here's where we're gonna go. So you're still alive. The world is dark, and someone who hasn't been able to express the truth in this episode yet so far will be, I think. Let's go with Mac. I know it'd normally be you, Raven, but I want to make sure everybody gets some coverage.
Didn't they already do truth?
We just lost the.
That was for the last scene. That was for last scene.
This is it. You're down to one candle at this point.
Yeah, but okay, but they've already gone. They went the last.
They were making a roll to fix the window and failed.
I know, but they did the last. Didn't Mac do the last truth?
No, it was Raven and Steven.
So who does it should go to Sterling?
It would normally be the person that failed, which would have been Raven again. But I'm going to move it advanced just so you guys can get in one last truth.
So wouldn't it have been Angus or?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Mac.
Who's Mac?
Angus, Paul.
Angus.
You get the last
Angus.
truth.
So
Oh man.
duct tape. You need some duct tape.
Find duct tape? I mean, that could be your last truth. Man, your cat is so funny.
This is the other one. This
Okay.
is that's the second one that was up in my face. Shit. It was all a dream. No.
That would suck. Oh my god. But anyway.
Fuck. Steven is the savior
Steven is the savior
Oh my God.
of what?
Of our demise.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
jeez.
I would have asked for a roll of duct tape.
We're
To fix the window.
gonna go with this.
That's
Hold on.
too easy.
Is that too easy?
The roll of duct tape is.
Oh, the duct tape. Okay, so your last truth is Steven is the savior.
Of the group.
Now, why would you
Great.
pick him?
Why not?
You're gonna put the fate of the group is relying on G, 5'2", brown-haired, brown-eyed auto parts
Yep,
sales guy.
The one you would expect.
Oh, I'm going to take it back. I'm sorry. I just want to double check a rule. We're in the last stand now because there's only one candle lit, so there actually is only one truth, and you guys can please say this collectively out loud. The world is dark. You don't say that part, but you say the next part, and we are alive. That is your
We are alive.
only
That's
truth.
the truth. Oh my gosh.
You are
Okay.
alive.
Oh no.
So Stephen may not be he might be, but he may not be the savior.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. The scene starts with the lights in the cabin coming back on. Stephen noticing that the two old women are just gone.
Oh boy.
You can't trust those women.
I know.
And that's when you start to notice that the plane is not flying exactly straight. It's starting to tilt a little bit.
Oh, okay. Go rush to the cabin.
Mm. Everybody split up and
Yeah.
get the weight.
Come
Oh,
So
on, Mac MacGyver. Let's go check out the plane.
So you're going to run back toward the front?
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
As you head between the two restrooms at the back, you
But
see
we're
the
supposed
family
to-
there. The husband of the family
to go
looks at you and
front.
says, "We're all going to die." As you
Yeah,
run
I'm
by.
straight.
Steven, you're still sitting in the seat. Do you want to do anything?
No, Steven's gonna go over. Steven's gonna go over by the family to make sure that they're safe. He's like, this is not going well. I need to make sure that he's got to try to I don't know. He has his hope, but it's not going to work because to try to go for his hope die because he already was rejected once before.
Yeah, Gavin says.
But he's gonna go over and he's gonna just basically try to stay with the family while the husband is starting to have his.
Okay, let's
his
be
break
real. As
there
soon
when
as you
he's
start
freaking
heading
out.
over there, that guy starts, "Get away! Get the hell away from us! You get the hell away from us!"
No,
Yeah.
She has a purpose.
Yeah,
You don't understand. She has a purpose.
That's what you're saying to him. What are you going to sacrifice her? What are you going to do?
No.
Anyway, the rest of you are moving toward the front of the cabin.
yeah. I'm gonna just say we're not dead yet.
All right, you move to the front. Okay, as you're coming through the curtain in first class, you can see that the door to the pilot's cockpit is still open. You see a figure standing inside in the darkness, shadowed in the darkness.
Oh yeah.
That figure reaches forward from the inside, grabs the handle, smiles
closes-
at you.
Hang on now before she closes the door.
She's starting to close. What do you do?
I gotta take a shot.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
There we go.
As this person is closing the door, which you haven't asked who it was yet, is
Can I
Well,
have
I had
my
to-
flashlight on her?
You
What?
said it was.
My
I said it
flashlight
was
on
a
her? 'Cause
figure.
I'm
it
always.
was a
I got my
figure.
flashlight on everything.
You said
by
I
the way.
see a big smile.
I didn't say that. I said starting to close the door.
Yeah. Well, is it okay? So you're telling me I don't see that it's what's her name? Karen.
Okay, so you pull your gun up and start shooting.
No, I'm gonna modify that. I didn't. I thought I was seeing Karen. Was I seeing Karen? Yes or no?
Do you want to roll for that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get rid of the. Do you have anything that will be able to recover this if you fail?
Yes. I've got my dishonesty left.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll that because it didn't really roll. There. Still a failure.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
not good.
All right. Well, if I can't tell what it is, I'm not going to take the shot.
In the moment, you couldn't tell who it was.
All right,
Where am
but I
I at
can't-
this point? Can
But
I can't take the
we're going to
shot.
modify this because that's it. You guys have no dice. And you can't re-roll a blank. So we're going to modify it, though, a little bit for the fun of the game. Angus, Mac, you were flashing your light up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you flash it up there. You clearly see that it was Karen. And
Right.
as the light hits her, she goes like this, pulls the door shut.
Yeah.
But she didn't fade.
She did not fade.
Oh,
Well, you don't know that. She pulled the door shut as the light was hitting her.
right.
Right.
Where's the air marshal?
He was up in the cockpit with
Oh
the
shit, yeah,
pilot.
he was in the cockpit. We don't hear a commotion or anything?
Nope, not yet. The plane is bouncing as it's still climbing, but it's not flying exactly straight.
Oh, jeez. How does
You're
a
starting
plane
to
not
feel a
fly
little bit of a
exactly
lean.
straight?
Oh, we can't make any more rolls?
I'm modifying it. I'm letting you carry this on a little bit farther.
I'm thinking to pop the door open with my Swiss Army knife.
Okay. You pull out your Swiss Army knife and head toward the
Well,
secure
where's
cabin.
where's the steward?
He's with you.
Okay, well he has the keys.
He does
Oh,
have the
okay.
keys.
He does.
So you go up though. So you don't remember that. You go up with your knife and start trying to mess with the door with your light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being
tell
that
you,
he's
the
a
steward's
non-player
got the
character, he
keys.
clearly doesn't know what's going on, so he's just
The
standing
steward has the keys.
there. What do you say?
Well, by all means.
The steward has the keys.
Okay. He goes, oh, yeah, I do. At that moment, you hear more commotion. Wait, who did not go up front?
I
You
did
didn't,
not
right?
go up.
David, everything at the very back of the plane goes pitch black. Where those bathrooms in the back of the cabin are. And you hear a loud, like, crack, and wind is just, you can feel air just being sucked out. back of the
I'm gonna
plane.
I'm gonna try to get the family and myself to try to get into some seats and put some seatbelts on, because that's like right now it's, you know, you hear the voice that you didn't put on your seatbelts. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, something's not right. We could tell that the plane is not flying right. So pragmatically, the plane is in distress. And so we need to secure ourselves in hope that if something bad does happen, that maybe we have a good chance of survival. So I need to tell them, we need to try to get our seatbelts on.
Okay, you're trying to get the family to put their seatbelts on.
Yes, just
Okay.
buckle up. Buckle up.
Okay.
There's nothing else we could do except for just buckle up and
Wow.
hold on.
Here, we'll do that. Didn't roll very well either. We'll make it roll really well there. Still, okay. The guy says, "I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get my wife." And he lunges at you out of his seat. You guys start to tussle in the back.
Jeez.
You all hear this. In the meantime, you guys let Jamie get up to the front. He's trying to unlock it. He says it won't open. It won't open.
While this is all going on, Raven is he is hysteric. You know,
Describe hysteric.
I don't know where was he last? He's up at the front, right?
Yep.
There.
So I am sitting in the front, listening and watching all this happen. I'm just kind of as close as to a window as possible, just kind of curled up into a ball with my frame and just kind of just starting to quietly sob and just rock back and forward and start like playing with my long hair and just I'm just trying to keep my hands busy because I've completely lost
Okay,
it.
Raven loses it. He's now gone into a fetal position in the seat, playing with his hair, and you hear a horrible commotion in the back, Gavin and Angus, or Mac, however you go. You hear a terrible commotion in the back. Now, I know you failed your roll. He attacked you. Normally, well, let's play this out. The husband is attacking you. What do you do?
I gotta try and fend him off. You know, I gotta try and get him off of me or whatever, or hit him, or just try and punch him.
Okay.
It's dark. I don't know if is it pitch black in the cabin now?
Not
Is it
yet.
dark?
It went back. It went black in the dark. It's totally dark behind where the bathrooms and the galley are.
I try and tell him you got to buckle up and try to hit him. Like the typical like knock
Buckle
some
up.
sense into him, like just trying to punch him. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay. Oh, all right. You're telling
Swing
him
and a
buckle
miss.
up. You're struggling. He takes you and slams you down to the ground. You hit your head in an awkward place on the corner of the seat, and everybody back there hears your next snap.
Nope.
Oh,
You are not our savior.
You all hear a ton of screams from the back. And then, Raven, since you're a little farther back than everybody else, you hear this, "Oh my God, I think I killed him." And a thump, and there's like noise, this horrible wind sound in the back of the plane.
I like Steve. God damn it.
All right, well, he failed his roll. So you don't, then you just hear check him. You hear the wife, check him, is he alive? And the other the kids are just screaming. The husband's doing something. You can't see anything because there's a curtain there, but you hear it. All of you can hear it now. There's something going on back there.
I'm gonna try and get in whatever group this is and see what the heck's going on, because I've been in the back the entire time.
You went to the front though. You were in the first class area,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
So
This is in the main cabin.
I'm gonna go back to where everybody else is at.
Okay. You head back into the main cabin. You see the husband standing over Stephen, whose neck is awkwardly not right, twisted the wrong way. He looks mortified, and he's standing over him like, "Oh my God!" Like he just did something horrible.
What'd you do?
He looks up and says, I think I killed him. It was an accident."
Did you do what he asked you to do?
What? He just said, "What? Ask what? What are you talking about?"
I could hear him tell you to sit down and buckle up.
He was trying to get my wife. He was trying to hurt my wife.
Oh my God, can you not get that through your head? He was not going after your wife. He was trying to save you.
Okay, you see him. He starts to look feral. He looks at you. You're his friend. You're you want my wife too, don't you? You look like the kind of person who might do something to my wife. He steps forward like to put himself between you and his family. Okay, other two, Gavin and Angus, what are you doing? You hear Raven went back behind the curtain. He's clearly having an argument, shouting match with somebody.
Okay, so I tell MacGyver, work on the door. I'm going to see what the commotion is.
That was my plan. Try and
Okay.
get this door popped open, whether I have to use brute strength or my skills.
Okay. Gavin's going to try and get the door open.
No, MacGyver.
MacGyver. Sorry, MacGyver. Trying to get the door open. We'll start there.
Angus.
Bam! You pop the door open. We're going to pause there for a moment. Gavin, you head behind the curtain. You see Raven. He's got his hands out. He's talking to the husband of the family that's all huddled together. The wife is on the edge of the floor looking at Stephen, who's on the ground and doesn't look like he's alive.
Got it.
And the husband is positioned himself between his family and Raven and has got a finger out at him, accusing him of wanting to do something to his wife.
So I point my gun at the head of the husband and tell him to sit down.
Okay, you're going to threaten him and challenge him to sit down.
Thank you. Because I didn't have anything to do that with.
Okay, do you have... there's nothing to re-roll here. It was an absolute failure. Sterling, he charges.
I shoot him.
Okay, you shoot him. Yeah, all right, you shoot him. As soon as bam! As soon as your bullet strikes the head of the husband, everybody screams, and all the cabin lights go out immediately.
Oh, jeez.
For this moment, you're in total darkness. Angus, you have got the door open. That's the first time you feel the wet something drip down and hit you in the face.
Are you talking about Angus?
Yeah, sorry, Angus. And then you notice that your big floodlight goes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
He is the game master.
And all
He
you
has-
can see are the only thing illuminating the cockpit are the panel lights from the plane. And you don't really hear anything. You just you felt something drop and hit you in the face. You can't see clearly. What do you do?
What do I see? Do I see the pilot and the air marshal?
Okay.
Do I see
It's dark.
anybody?
It's dark. They're both in their chairs,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't appear to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? You see the plane start to tilt at an angle even further.
Yeah, I make a move towards the cockpit with to see if I need to assist.
Okay. You're going to assist who? The pilot?
Yeah, if they need assistance.
You fail, but it's a failure, so you can burn something.
Don't have anything.
Don't have anything.
I
All
have
right. You see, here's the scene. Angus steps into the cockpit. His flashlight flickers and goes out. He goes like this, like something hit his face. He's looking around. He ducks into the room, and the door slams shut into the cockpit. And that's when you hear the scream from inside the cockpit.
Okay.
Male, female.
Yeah, that'd be your scream.
Oh, you hear your scream.
I don't scream.
I make that.
Okay, I'll describe to you what happens. As you lean over to help the pilot, you hear, well, we'll have none of that now, will we? And you hear the cockpit door close. You spin around in time to see Karen, veiled in darkness. Her mouth opens wide, just in time for you to see it latch onto your face.
Mm.
Full
Like
rows
shit.
of sharp teeth come down on you, and you're gone.
Oh my gosh.
Womp, womp, womp,
All
right. Raven and Gavin, the plane starts to tilt really hard. It's starting to rattle and shake. What do you do?
Okay, so what happened to the husband? Did he go down in a slump?
He's dead.
He was
But it's
shot.
dark. You really can't see much. All you got is the little lights that go along the floorboards to guide you to an exit.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my phone and use the phone light.
Okay, you pull out your phone, you turn on the light, and you see. What are you pointing it at? What are you trying to see?
My way back to the cabin.
You turn around. You see that the curtain is closed and flapping like it's in a breeze. The curtain to the first class cabin.
All right, well, rip the curtain down.
Okay, you reach out, tear it down. Raven, what do you do?
I just saw the husband die.
Yes, and the plane is rattling and tilting and it's dark.
I don't think I'm just gonna try and latch onto something that I know I can feel, and just try to stay there as long as I can.
Okay.
Because
Gavin, you tear the front of the thing down. You put the light up, and you see Karen standing there, licking blood from the tips of her fingers.
Well,
in front of the closed cockpit door.
Yeah, shoot her in the head.
You pull your gun up, and as soon as you pull the trigger, she's gone, and you are bathed in darkness. What do you fired? What do you do now?
Well, I got to go try and MacGyver the cockpit into autopilot.
Okay, you go up to try and get into the cockpit. The door is closed again. You don't see Steven. I'm sorry. You don't see Jamie, the flight attendant. You don't see Mac.
Yeah.
You just hear the plane rattling and tilting more and more as you're standing there. It's getting hard to stand up. You
All
want
right,
to try
well,
and
let's
pull
see
the
if I
door
can
open?
get that door open.
Okay. All right. Now, normally, guys, honestly, this is more rolls than you would normally get, but this is our last episode. Thought I'd let this play out. All right. You're jerking the door so hard, and you feel the plane lurch, and you just go flying sideways, smash into the cockpit, the door to the outside.
Yeah.
It doesn't open, but you smash into it. Raven, you're in the back holding on for dear life.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can. You do. So you climb into a seat. You got your arms wrapped around. The plane tilts the other direction. Gavin, you go tumbling the other way, and you crash right into the loving embrace of Karen.
Oh, let's see if I can shoot Karen.
Okay. She's got her arms around you.
Yeah, I stick my gun in her mouth.
Okay. You pull the gun back. You go boom, boom, boom. The glass behind that breaks out. The wind starts to rush through.
Oh, you mean so I hit the window instead?
That's right. You hit the window. Shattered the window on the other side.
Okay, okay, are we at a low? We should be at a lower altitude, not a higher one, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Raven, you hear the glass break. You hear gunfire. You're in the darkness. Okay, you could barely move at this point, Sterling. The plane is lurched sideways. The wind is rushing through the area you're in. What do you do?
Where's Karen?
You don't see her.
Well, I shine my light looking for Karen because I mean, and then if she's not nearby, I gotta get that door open.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to die either way.
Looking for Karen. Okay, you do not see her, and you pull your way over to the door.
Yep.
Okay. You pull the door open, Sterling, and leaning right up against the front part of the cockpit, casually, as if the lurch of the plane is not affecting her at all. You see Karen standing there with her arms folded, and she goes, "Come on in," and she leans right into the steering column for the pilot, and the plane just lurches over. You're going down.
All right. I'm going to try and keep my gunfire low enough that I don't hit the instruments or the window.
Okay.
And I'm going to make an attempt to shoot Karen.
You're shooting wildly all over the place. There's
I want to shoot wildly all over the place.
Well, you failed, so you're shooting.
Okay, well, okay. Now I'm going to use my hope.
Your hope?
Yep.
What's your hope?
My hope is let's see. My hope is to get other people to do my will, and my will is that Karen dies.
So that's going to fail.
Oh, okay. So there is no hope.
You can't will her to die.
Okay. Well, I can. Okay. All right. I can't will her to die. Okay. No. All right. How about I will her to step forward and let me stick my gun in her mouth?
Okay. I'll let you do that. What do you say to drive Karen to do that?
Come, Karen, let us embrace.
Oh, she might like that one. Oh, wait, we got to roll your hope die with that. Got to roll a hope die with that. That's there you go. Oh, failed.
Oh well.
She says, "Yes, let's." Lurches at you. You fire your gun. You feel the teeth. The gaping maw opens up. She becomes this nebulous, dark thing of darkness with nothing but rows of sharp teeth, and they clamp down on your head, and you scream your last scream.
Oh well.
Raven, the plane is lurched sideways, going down. You hear the family screaming. It's dark. You heard gunfire up in the front, more gunfire, and then more screaming. What do?
Oh my God. I did not want to be the last one to go.
I didn't want to be the last one to go. The first to go before you. I wanted to be the last.
Okay, so I latched on. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try and get up to the front of the plane.
Okay, so you're going to start to work your way toward the front where all the gunfire and commotion is going. That's fine. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was did he buckle in or he just
He was holding on as the plane was lurching. But even to get up to the front, you're going to have to make a roll just to move through the plane as it's going wobbly and.
Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair.
Well, you succeeded that actually.
nice?
So you claw your way up, one chair at a time. You get to the curtains that are torn down. You step past them. You see the door to the cabin, the cockpit cabin, flapping. Boom, boom. There's all this wind going out through a broken window. You see a body laying there on the floor, just mutilated. It might be Gavin.
I was gonna ask, do I know who it is?
It's Gavin. You can pretty. It's dark, but he's lit up by the lights along the floor. His face is ripped up, gone. You can barely recognize him. And there's a flickering light in the cockpit that looks unusual, like maybe fire.
Fire. Do I see Karen at all?
Nope.
Oh,
The
Do I
plane is
wanna-
definitely heading toward a downward spiral at this point. You don't know how high up you were, and you don't know how much more time you might have.
part of me wants to call out to Karen, but part of me doesn't. I'm gonna say, Karen, where are you? It's just you and I. Come out and play.
Okay. At the cockpit door, you see it as it's flapping. It flaps open, and you see her standing there smiling at you, and not at all affected by the tilt of the plane or anything. She's just, as the plane tilts, she's just standing there in the silhouetted by what looks like a fire starting to form in the cockpit.
So you started this.
She looks
huh?
and says, "Come see the lights." And she turns to face the interior of the cockpit and steps
You're gonna-
in. What do you do?
You're gonna have to drag me.
Okay, she steps into the cockpit. It doesn't look like she cares if you come or not. Are you going to challenge, like try and get her to come at you? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna goad her into coming towards me. Yeah.
Okay, what do you say?
Oh boy.
Thought we were gonna play.
Yeah, I say, come and play. I'm the only one left on the board, am I not?
Okay, she looks over her shoulder and goes, and says, "Okay." She says, "Okay."
Can I use my brain to re-roll my pool?
Yes, you can. I think you can for your brink. Now, I've already
Okay.
departed from the rules by quite a bit at the end here, so
I mean, that's why I'm asking you. Do you
sure,
want-
yeah, why not? Why not? What's your brink?
Oh boy.
Make it work in the narrative.
I panic in the darkness.
Oh, okay. So you go what, like crazy at this moment?
Yeah. Yes. There is no rhyme or reason. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to get her to come towards
This
me.
is for
and-
Gavin. This is for
Oh,
Gavin.
Screaming
Yeah,
at her. This is for
Exactly.
Gavin. Because you like Gavin. You guys got along so well.
I blame her for everything, and I could tell that she was danger from the start. And if she's gonna take me, she's gonna have to fight for me.
Okay.
This is playing out like a movie. The little weak, quiet or not quiet, but oh no.
Oh,
That's it,
it goes
right?
down in a blaze of glory.
Okay, you're like trying to rage at her. You're trying to get her to come forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then you feel this hand on your shoulder. And you hear
Oh,
a
God.
muffled like you see Steven standing there holding by the scruff of her collar, the wife. And he says, I'm here to save you. I'm here to carry on the human race. And he starts to drag you both forward toward the cabin where you see Karen standing, leaning up against the back of the cockpit on the inside. The plane, and out in the outside, you see what looks like empty darkness. But you can tell the plane's going down. You can see the dark landscape rising in front of you. Stephen walks you up with the wife to the front. You're both looking out to the front of the cockpit as the cockpit's starting to burn up around you. And the last thing you see is the plane crashing nose first into the ground.
Jeez.
Hi, something is really weird with this plane right now. I'm not really sure what's happening. Things are flickering and we're being forced to land. And seems to be a sense of panic, but I'm not sure. I hope that we can make it. But for some reason, if we don't make it, I want my mom to know that I've done the best that I could with my life. I know she was always concerned about me. But I wanted her to let her know I did the best that I could, and I just wanted her to be proud of me.
Hey Emily, it's Raven. It's been a little while since we talked, and it's a little strange because I know we haven't talked in a long time, but just in case things have gone south after this recording, I'm on my way to you. I love you. I hope to see you soon. I'm gonna get on this plane. Oddly enough, it was the only plane that was available. So I'm heading to stay with you if you're there. And love you when I actually see you. I don't know. I'm just so flustered. I hope to talk to you soon. I love you so much. I'll be there soon.
If you're getting this, I'm dead. The aliens are real, and they've taken me and the rest of the crew out. I still don't know what they are or where they've come from. So many questions left unanswered, but you should be wary.
Man, this one's tough. I just don't know what to do this time. I mean, I've never been in a situation I can't get out of. I mean, come on. I saved the world with a bobby pin, an apple, and a can of Yoo-hoo. Y'all remember that. But, I just don't know what to do this time. I mean, these things got us. I mean, I just wanted to go home and, win my reward for my movie, but now I'm stuck here. I don't think we're gonna get out of this. You know what? Maybe I will figure this out. I'm back.
And you're done.
And just put on your seatbelt.
We should have put our seatbelts on.
And that's our session of 10 candles.
Oh God.
What did you say, Paul? It's like a what?
Oh, it's like a movie how but normally you would win at the end. the weaker guy comes and becomes the hero.
He tried, but he failed his role.
I tried, and honestly, I was prepared to die first. I was all because of how my character was. I was completely.
I told you all at the beginning that there was no hope for survival.
No hope.
There was only hope.
Yeah.
Right. So the last moments for Raven was crashing to the ground with his friend Stephen, telling him that he was there to help save the human race.
God, Stephen.
And that's it.
How did Stephen come back to life with a broken neck?
I didn't say he came back to life. I said he was there.
Well,
I don't know. Karen somehow was something else too, right? She didn't start as something else.
Boy.
Your narrative turned her into something else. She was a flight attendant when this started. So.
Oh, that's all she was?
Yes.
Stephen's body fluids changed her.
It was one of your truths that changed that. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Maybe Stephen was the. the beast
Yeah.
all along.
One of you guys said like early on, I think it was one of the early scenes,
Chris,
you're
I
like
think.
something's wrong with Karen.
Yep. That's what turned it.
Was
Karen
it me?
is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there was a truth about Karen. I'm trying to read my own writing, but I remember it was something that changed who she was. she went from a flight attendant to the enemy. So, now that could mean that
You guys were all jealous because here you guys are trying to figure out how we're gonna get our luggage, and Steven's over there trying to figure out how he's gonna get with Karen.
Well, you have to be blissful at the start, right, Dave?
we got to do the ceremony though, and put out the last light. It's gone.
Jeez.
So did you have fun? Was that good?
Oh my God! Yeah, I had a blast.
It was a blast. I actually, this was a lot of fun.
Good.
So
I'm glad.
I'm glad that you put it together, and glad I got a chance to play, meet and play with Paul and Sterling on here, and so I had a great time.
Great.
Yeah, I want to figure out how I get to roll my own dice. I don't like your luck.
Well, so if we ever do something like this again, I think to play this outright, we'd have to have either be in Discord or in Tabletop Simulator where you could roll your own dice, which you could. But because the way I did it, so nobody had to actually be in Tabletop Simulator, I had to roll all the dice, right? So,
yeah, my dice rolling is much better than yours.
Can I?
Well,
can I
in the end,
click
Sterling, it's
flip
about
table?
the narrative and the story because you were going to die.
I know, but I wanted to take Karen with me.
Paul, what were you saying?
Can I click the flip table button up top?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's flip the table. Whoa. All right. That's so apropos as it falls into darkness.
Right? Holy crap.
Wow. Okay.
I wanted the only time I ran a game of this, I wish I could have flipped the table.
Yeah, I bet. So, so just so you know, I did, and for the people who will watch this, I did cheat a little bit, especially toward the end to drive the narrative a little more. And in the final moments, I pulled that out. I stretched that out a little longer than probably the game would normally allow. But in the end, I thought that was a lot of fun. I certainly enjoyed it with you guys. It was great, and love to do it again sometime. So.
Oh, I'm in the same boat.
That was good stuff. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't prepared. I thought we were playing like a board game or something, which I would also love to do. I don't play. Okay, finally it came up.
Yeah, that was Tabletop
because
Simulator.
It fell through the world.
That was Tabletop Simulator getting mad that I threw the table through the world.
And I tried not to give any hints away because of how the game is run. And I found it very enjoyable just to be a player and see how you ended up twisting and augmenting the rules to fit what we were doing, which I thought was kind of neat.
Well, this really sucks that my camera doesn't work.
I know. I'm sorry about your camera. I'm glad you were able to play, though. It was good to end the game as a whole group and not have anybody miss out on it. It was fun. Well, all right. I'm sure we'll do something again next time. And if you all do want to just play some games, and you get Tabletop Simulators, I know, Paul, you have it, right?
Yeah, I'm down anytime.
It's really easy. I mean, it's super easy to play. I can teach you guys how to navigate the tool. And there's so many games up there we could play for, David, you and I can put it on our channels if we want, or not. I don't really care. I just like playing games. So
I would love to get a game of Talisman, and I don't know if anybody plays that.
You have some major Talisman fans right here.
Yeah.
Chris loves Talisman.
We might even be able to get Teresa in on that.
Even though I hate the game so much because it's, because my luck has always been terrible with that game, but I love it.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, we were in a group. We got a little Monrovia group years ago, but then it fell apart real quick. The main guy moved for work. He moved out of state. So it just kind of fell apart. We probably got like 4 or 5 games in of Talisman. And then we bought the game ourselves and then couldn't get anybody to play it. And I don't even know if it's in print anymore.
I like it. I like Talisman.
Yeah, I'd love to play it.
Well, here I got 3 boards already in Talisman.
I have everything, so that tells you if that tells you anything. I've probably spent more money on the game of Talisman physically and digitally that you would probably be surprised.
There you go. There it is, right there.
This is a Talisman group now. Okay,
Yeah,
I can deal with that.
So yeah, we can absolutely play Talisman at some point. I got to get back to Zoom.
Like I said, I think I might even be able to get Teresa in because she's.
Oh, I didn't share it,
she's
did I?
excited. No.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me show you this. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, whole Talisman board right there.
Oh my!
So, yeah,
Oh,
there's
right.
I have 3 different versions of this in Tabletop Simulator.
Let me
One of
see,
them
can
has,
you
I
make it
think
bigger?
you could add the expansions in. One of them's
That-
scripted.
Looks like enough.
Yeah, it's just Talisman. I think this has everything in it, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that looks like it's got the corner boards and everything else there.
It does, yeah. Because see, these are the corner boards right here. This is the main
Mhm.
board. These are, I can't remember what these are. You probably know better than I do.
Chris, what are those?
Chris,
Is that
what
like
what are these?
Those. I've actually never seen that. So that might be like a homemade one, but there should be a board between the dungeon if you pan over a little bit by where the dungeon and okay, so the dungeon and the city, so the little thing in between there, that was like the last small thing they added.
This thing here.
Yeah, so that has the Rat Queen and I believe a bridge. Yeah, that's what that is.
It's been a
So
while
that-
since I played this game.
Well, you know what I love about Talisman? It's a roll and move game. So even if you never played it before and you sat down, I could tell you in 2 minutes how to start the game.
Yeah.
Roll the die, move to a location, draw a card.
Mhm.
Maybe, right?
That-
Depending on where you land.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
And rinse and repeat for till
5
something
hours.
happens.
Until you decide to kill each other or win. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to admit how many hours I have on the digital version, so I'm not going to, but it's quite a few.
Nice. Nice.
All right, guys, I'm gonna pop in the shower.
All right. Thank you all. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to stop the recording now.